Hello and welcome back to Rare Intuitive Gems. Before I get started, I'm gonna do a really quick prayer. God, angels, ancestors, and guides, please guide me to the collective's energy, only helping me guide them for their highest good and their highest good only. Archangel Michael, come in and protect me as I channel these messages. Archangel Raphael, protect the hearts of all involved. Archangel Metatron, give me as well as the collective clarity. Ashe. Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. Welcome and welcome back. Let's jump into it. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you. This is for the collective. Okay. Clarify. Okay, so there's a need for you to nurture yourself, nurture your relationship with the spirit, and understand that you don't need to fit in. There's a need for someone. They have a need to want to fit in. Archangel Ariel is out here. There's a need to quiet your mind at this time and be strong and brave. You have there's a need for you to see things through your heart chakra. See things through your heart as things as situations come in, as resistance arises, as personal convictions are, I keep seeing like water rising. So as things come up, there's significance around you realizing that you are a direct channel, and that the need for you to go in within. So if that means you go and hug a tree, go and sit under a tree, go and just love on yourself, for you to quiet your mind, for you to get that internal knowledge, is significant. If you can go and sit by a body of water, that'll be amazing. Because even if, like, for me, on days where I'm not able to go and sit by a body of water, me going to sit in a bathtub is, it does wonders, just to for me to just sit my feet at the edge of the water and just sit there. And yeah, I have children, so at times, uh, I'm distracted. I have to get out, and then I do what I need to do, and then I get back in. But sometimes it's easier to take a moment where you sit in your feet, you make a bath, and put your feet in, just so you can take a moment to think. The number 36 is significant, as well as the number 11. So let's let's see what else. So once you go within and realize you don't need to fit in, and you stand bravely and boldly in your strength of who you are, and you quiet your mind, there's I'm seeing like a leap or a bound in your love life that's going to manifest. It's going to change the dynamic where if you're in a partnership, you once were arguing or it was a lot of chaos, it's going to change. Things are going to be more upright. But it takes your action of nurturing yourself, nurturing your relationship with spirit, nurture your relationship with others. Yeah, nurture your relationship with others. During this time of nurturing, God is preparing you. In your time of silence and meditation, God is preparing you. There's going to be a dramatic, I want to say, shift in your family life, in your 36. So 6, family. 3, your spirit, your connection with the Son, the Holy Spirit, and the Father, or God, however you want to say it. But there, that Trinity, God, the Holy Spirit, and the Son, or the Trinity of God, universe, and nature. But with all that being said, that connection, there's going to be a dramatic change. There's going to be a change. And there's a contentment that's coming from this. Like you being very content with what happens. There's a lot of significance around the need to meditate. Get in your mind and think, or I'm getting like an energy of you needing to let your thoughts run wild for a minute. Like you just sit in silence and let your thoughts just be. Let them go wherever they feel like they need to. And then you regain yourself, asking God for clarity. And once why these thoughts are here, what purpose are they serving, and then letting those go and moving on so you can have or even see the abundant blessings you have through your family, through your home life. Like a possibility of you shielding, or you've been shielding your creations, your abundance, of who you truly are. That's what I'm getting. You've been shielding. It's like I'm seeing two different things. I'm seeing a pot steaming, and then I'm also seeing a woman that's pregnant. So what I'm getting is there's been something that's been inside of you that's been cooking, that has been changing. There's been a aspect of you that has changed, And there's an energy of you protecting it. You have been not allowing others to see those parts about you because it's like a fear of you not fitting in. Well, for example, if you do tarot, I'll use this for example. If you use tarot, you're a prophet. It's like your community, the people that you deal with on a regular basis, they don't know this about you. It's a energy of you being not necessarily afraid to fit in, but it's just like you protecting yourself. So if just in case they not into what you into, that protection of I don't want to be judged type of feeling, especially dealing with your family, your home life. Yeah, but this is a time for you to spread your wings. Let them see who you truly are, where you've grown, where you've matured. I'm hearing leaps and bounds, so you've achieved a lot. Let your family see this passion, or let the people that you consider family trust your renewed passion in your love life as well as your career. So letting people see who you truly are. There's a need for you to open your heart, strengthen your boundaries, raise your vibration, and nourish relationships. That's what I'm getting a strong energy of. The need to nourish your relationships, not just with your relationship with God, but nurture your relationship with the spirit realm. With nature. And then nurture your relationships with people in the physical. But I'm getting like a strong energy of like you've been shielding. You've been protecting. You've been making sure that things are not seen. Or people are not able to see you for who you are. Yeah, you defensive. It's like you trying to protect yourself. Defensive. I'm hearing that. Are you ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. That the NBA when it's about to start. If you've ever been to a live game, they play that dun 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 dun. Like that's the energy I'm picking up on. Yeah, it's like there is battles within you about what you've discovered or what you know. And I'm getting a strong energy to let you guys know that this is the best way for me to explain knowledge or lessons in life, okay? So in life, we all have lessons. We all go through the same lessons. They may look different, but it's the exact same lessons. So, and some people start at different levels. Some people, because your lesson, what you came here to learn could have been very different for you than for your sister, your brother, your mother, your father. So this is how I teach lessons for my children, life lessons. You and somebody else may be the same age. Let's say that you're 21, all right? And I learned this because I had I had 2 cousins and a brother. They were all the same age. And they used to get upset and they would all come to me complaining about the other's common sense. But I being an outsider could see the level of, I want to say common sense, but it's not that. It's like the lessons they've learned, the things they've experienced, because they were younger than me, because I seen them grow. I know, and I knew more of an insider of the lessons that they've had to learn. So there could be two 21-year-olds, and when you're 21, people assume that you know a certain amount of knowledge, but no one puts into consideration your experience. And what I'm getting is that there is a significance around you taking what you've been through, what you've experienced, the lessons you've learned. And when you see people, even if they the same age, if they older, you can acknowledge the lessons that they have not learned yet based off of how they're responding in life, how they're viewing the situation or situations, and how they are accepting of wisdom to help them out of the situation. And I'm getting a strong feeling that there's a need for you to stop worrying about fitting in, but acknowledging those people that just because y'all are technically the same age, that doesn't mean that your wisdom, your knowing, your inner knowing is the same. The lessons you came here to learn, or and the ones that came natural to you, they're different for somebody else. Like, there could be a lesson of setting boundaries for one person that was that was easy. You being, it's not you being confrontational. But somebody else could see that as being confrontational. And it's like standing on steps and looking at the same object and seeing that same object differently because of the steps you're on. It's a significance around, there's significance around you understanding that as you raise your vibration, as you strengthen your boundaries, as you nourish yourself, as well as all the relationships around you and within you, you are not going to fit in, because everybody is not on the same level. They're not all seeing life the same way. Everybody's not going to see things the way that you do. And the acceptance of that and acknowledgement, it could be your mama, your daddy. Sometimes people come into your life, or they are in your life for just that, guiding you through a lesson or exposing things about you. Everybody is not there for you to fit in. And some people are there for you to, sometimes there's going to be a time where you have a lesson from your parents, or your parents will be your lesson, and vice versa. And the significance around you seeing that and saying, you know what, my parents not gonna see it the way I do, or not see me truly. Everybody's parents are not gonna see you truly. Sometimes they're gonna still see you in that toddler phase or that rebellion teen phase. They're not, and when you grow, they're not seeing you grow there because they're so attached to your image. But God is telling you to don't deprive your family of who you are, of the person you've been. Because I'm seeing rice. I'm seeing the transformation of rice. I'm seeing it being hard. And then I'm starting to see it like cook. And I'm seeing it fluffy. So don't deprive people of that, because the new version of you could very well be the lesson that they needed to see. It's that I keep getting the energy of God putting you together in front of the very people that try to destroy you, it's necessary for those people to see you, because the same way you were, or they were a lesson for you, you may be now the catalyst for their next lesson, their next, people call it a awakening, but it's like you've learned this lesson, so now it's time for you to move on. And that's the energy I'm picking up on: your bravery, your strength, your nourishment of your inner self, your God nature, your God, your universe, and your nature. And when I say nature, Mother Nature, those, or for those that are religious, just taking, or whatever religion it is, I try not to, do the labels, but those significance of understanding the connection of oneself, and the connection between God, the universe, as well as nature, and yourself, as well as within others. You have to get to a place of understanding that you're not going to fit in, because the way that everybody sees that dynamic is different. For me, I was young learning about different religions. I was young learning and reading um, different learning about different religions. And so I learned young the connection of every religion is saying the same thing, but everybody's not there. So when my very, 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 very Southern Baptist family um, tried to condemn me for giving them my perspective on things, I had to get to a place of acceptance that they don't see life the way I do. They don't understand, because I don't know if they took the time to read any other thing besides the Bible. So it's okay not to fit in, but it's also necessary for people to be graced with your growth, for them to see your growth, because them seeing your growth is a need for you to be able to stand confidently in who you are. And as you grow, take acceptance of that. But then for them, it's a need to see that you don't have to fit in, or it's okay to be different and still love, and not condemn. Or I keep getting like put in a place, but I don't see it as a bad thing. I'm seeing it as somebody just being who they are and setting the boundaries that's necessary. I'm getting like, if you've already set boundaries and you got family they got something to say about it, or they want to talk about you because of the boundaries you've set, I keep seeing like steps. I keep seeing steps. It's like you needing to understand that regardless of their natural age, everybody's level of wisdom, the way that their perspective, their level of maturity, their experiences all weigh in on how they view you. That doesn't mean it's true. That doesn't mean that what they are saying and feeling is necessarily exactly who you are, but there's a need for you to present your cooked rice. Because I keep seeing like someone like steaming. And I'm saying somebody, but I'm seeing a pot steaming. So there is something inside of you that needs to be released. There's a final judgment a final decision that needs to be made. But this is around you spreading your wings, for you to be happy, for you to come out of the cold. I'm hearing this love has taken its toll on me. if this is a love relationship where your partner, there's a if this is like a relationship, there's a need for a partnership where you going with the flow, you understanding that you and your partner don't have to necessarily fit in, and you don't have to necessarily fit, or your partner doesn't necessarily have to fit this dynamic of, or this picture of what you think it should look like. It's an energy of you accepting certain dynamics about them without judgment, or trying to force them to fit into this picture or this box. It's okay for you to set boundaries as you continue to rise your vibration, but at the same time, you nourishing yourself and nourishing the relationships within yourself, as well as your relationships with God, universe, and nature, your Holy Spirit, however you say it, and begin to like meditate, you're going to get stronger in your relationship. There's something that your actions is going to birth. Although you've been shielding it, it's something that's about to cook over. If this is like one person being guarded, but then it comes out as a temper, I'm getting that there's a decision that you must make. Let me get clarity. There's a decision. What is this decision that you want them to make? If this is a relationship dynamic and someone has a boiling temperament. So what they're wanting for you is for you to see the opportunities and see if this is not growing anymore, where this is not growing anymore, and if your situation is not growing anymore, make the necessary change. Anything else? Give me more clarity. Yeah. There's an indecision or ego-based action that someone is trying to make. I'm getting like seeing things from your spiritual eye. The significance around that. Yeah. There's deceit. This is deceitful. This indecision. There's something that is deceitful. Tell me more about this deceit in this relationship. Archangel Michael is protecting you, bringing you, I'm hearing like bringing you the brakes, but for things to slow down. Because there's a deceit here. Somebody is making decisions out of their ego. They are being very indecisive about what they want to do or how they want to do things with you. And Archangel Michael was sent down to protect your heart. So you can get to a place of personal acceptance, or being able to view your personal connections and see where there's true extensions of olive branches and where there is like just stubborn attitudes. It's like someone not being able to see themselves, but your spirit team is taking action. So whatever this person has done, your spirit team has came in to protect you from this. It's like There once was an opportunity for growth or for a whole new world for you to have opportunities, but there was someone that has insecurities in this relationship. And so nourishing yourself and understanding that it's okay not to fit in, it's okay not to be, I'm hearing, to be the bee's need. So someone could be energetic, could be energetically robbing you. Yeah, but boundaries, strengthening your boundaries, setting boundaries is going to teach the lessons that's necessary, the mysteries that of life, that is the mysteries of life, the seeing. I'm getting like you seeing, someone seeing you, those mysteries, those questions of why this lesson had to be, and understanding the fate of this all happening in divine order, this being orchestrated in a certain way, is going to bring enlightenment, not just for them but for you as well. Yeah, but somebody needs to do the work. There's some work that must be done to connect to their higher self. I'm hearing it again. This love has taken its toll on me. She said goodbye too many times before. Okay? So I want to tell everybody, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. And until next time, namaste and blessings to you and yours.